I'm here to do business. My name is Odilia Intiamwa. The National Insurance Commission says it will surely increase the minimum capital requirement of insurance companies before the year ends. There were initial reports the increase could be shelved due to some industry concerns, but Joy Business has been speaking with the NIC boss on this issue, Justice Ofori.
Definitely before the end of the year, we should see something coming in. But, we go through processes. You have to get it done, send it to the board, get their blessings. Then you send it to the Ministry of Finance for their final blessing. So it's a process that you go through. You don't just come out and mention a figure. You have to get empirical evidence, reasons for actually coming out with a stated minimum capital. So that is what we have done, and we are actually at getting to the conclusion. And I'm sure the Ministry of Finance will not delay. They will just give us a go ahead so that we can implement it. Because we need to actually sanitize our markets. We also need to help our industry to have the capacity to ensure. Right now we do oil and gas, and if we don't encourage our insurance companies to grow, then always we'll be sending the businesses outside the country. It's a bitter bill, just like when you have malaria, they say take chloroquine. It doesn't taste good, but that is the medication that is going to make you survive.
So would the level still be pegged at 50 million like you proposed?
I can't tell you because until I get a blessing from the Ministry of Finance, I cannot be very specific because you do your paper and people might have some inputs. So for now, I'll hold on to that. But all I say is that they should embrace themselves and then start saving some money because minimum capital will definitely go up.
I must add that the minimum capital requirement currently for the insurance industry is some 15 million cedis. With a potential production capacity of more than 2.2 million tons per year, the country currently manages only 250 tons, which represents just 10% of what nature offers on the coast. That is, we're talking about salt. The coordinator of the Third World Network Africa, Dr. Yao Graham, speaking to Joy Business, stressed the need to adequately develop the salt sector as it can generate a huge employment.
Value chain for salt. So the question is, when we break up that value chain, what is the best design for optimizing the economic benefits of that value chain? Okay. The amount of employment that you can create with a role for small-scale salt producers is immense. And my argument is not against a role for refiners or even large-scale salt producers. But you need a strategy which says, how do we optimize the development value of this mineral? Not simply its industrial or revenue value, it's development value. The government, for example, at the moment is spending hundreds of millions a year on these employment schemes, graduate employment, youth employment, people in taxi, and so on. Now, that is revenue. It's basically expenditure. You could turn some of that money into capital investments, which will generate multipliers in terms of jobs and incomes. So let's take the salt thing. You already have Ghanaians producing salt. They need financing, they need technological support, all the things that will help to increase their productivity. Okay? So that's something, and also that will create jobs. One of the big crises in this country are there are no jobs. All the kids selling garbage in the street, if they had jobs, they'll not be selling garbage.
They'll not come from the villages.
So the areas where there's salt production potential, how can salt be part of the local development planning? The base, the raw material base, takes account of the fact that you can have varieties of producers of salt feeding into the value chain.
Salt mining in Ghana is done in 3 ways. That's winning artisanal salt production and modern salt production, and in total we have about some 5,330 producers in the industry. Emmanuel Abuajiafe is standing by at the Joy Business newsroom. Emmanuel, if you can hear me, what's up or what will we have in the bulletin for 1 p.m.?
Hi, Odilia. Thank you very much. You can trust the marketplace to bring to you topical events in the world of business as we wrap up the week. And of course, today we're bringing you a mixed bag of business stories. We're hearing from the financial sector that some organizations are actually flouting the Bank of Ghana regulations not to price their goods and services in dollars. And this is quite one worrying issue because it is impacting, or is this one of the factors that is impacting on the dollar, the cedi depreciation as against the dollar. So we'll bring you some details about this particular development. We also turn attention to other sectors. We have news coming in from the advertising sector. The three-member committee or the three-member executive of the Advertisers Association of Ghana have been elected, and we'll bring you details of that story. There's also a call by an expert in advertising to start up businesses to use or to capitalize on social media to advertise their products and services. We'll also tell you more about that. Of course, there are other developments in the world of business that we will update you on. So we're urging our viewers to stay glued to the marketplace, which comes up shortly in about 15 minutes' time.
That's it for this afternoon. We'll be back on the marketplace at 1 p.m. Please make a date. My name is Odilia Intiam.